Hey everyone, great to see you. This is the Bren podcast and episode 81. Can you believe that? I can't. We are here to say you are in the right place and you are called for such a time as this. I founded Warrior Moms by Bren when my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. We have walked through hell. Now we walk through it like we own the place, and you can too, because your story matters. Your story matters. And why do I say that? I know we all face challenges throughout the course of our lives. And we are 10 years plus into medical diagnosis that's a lifelong situation for us and my son's issues. And we are here to say you can be resilient and you are not alone. Now, what do I mean by that? We're here to say you can make it happen. Now, please check out the other videos. We talked about the 3 A's last week: awareness, acceptance, and action. And this week, we're talking about you are not alone and how to be resilient. And we'll talk about that. Now, my son learns new words with proprioceptive input. What that simply means is that we are using our body to move as we learn words. Like one of our favorite words is LOVE, love. And that helps us practice the L and the V sound. And when we move our hands and we're learning these words, it's not just to be cute or some kind of side gimmick. This is really how the brain works. And when I say you are not alone, you are not alone. Latest statistics, and this breaks my heart, 42% of special needs parents have considered self-injurious behavior or suicide. Only half of those have reached out and sought clinical help. Now, this is a really tough time of year for a lot of people. We've had anniversaries of loved ones passing. We've had a lot of things going on around the world, feeling like we're on the brink of World War III. Those things are out of our control. What we can control is right here in our circle. As you can hear, we have lots going on in our house right now. And we are here to say you are not alone. And the top two concerns I want to address tonight is exhaustion and isolation. Exhaustion, some synonyms are burnout, weariness, fatigue. This is not just, oh, I'm tired, I need a nap. My son did not sleep most of the first 10 years of his life because we didn't know he was allergic to gluten and artificial colors. So I joked when he was a baby, hey, don't make me a prisoner of war. I would give up the keys to the kingdom because I cannot go without sleep like this. And maybe you're raising multiple children and they're at all different phases of their sleep training and you haven't slept in years either, or you're battling a chronic illness. That's where we are saying you are not alone. And it's very, very important to step into our calling and champion our purpose, because when we are feeling like we're the only ones, I'm the only one that feels like this, I'm the only one going through this, I'm the only one, that leads us to isolation. And isolation is an overwhelming feeling of aloneness. Isolation, I'm not talking about taking some personal time and having quiet and getting away on a retreat so you can journal and write that book. I'm talking about an overwhelming feeling of aloneness, an overwhelming feeling of aloneness and detachment, where things you used to enjoy, you just don't enjoy anymore. And when I say unleash your inner warrior and a warrior mom, we are constantly going to bat and fighting and battling for services for our children. And we want to invite people into our world and say, hey, these things that are robbing you of your peace, robbing you of your serenity, they're really just speed bumps, I promise. Because it's going to take a lot to knock me off my game as a warrior mom, because I've been without sleep for years. And I don't always have all the answers, nor you see the practice and research podcast here. I lose my cool and I apologize for it. I admit when I'm wrong. I am very, very big into letting our children know that we are human. Yep, we're human. We make mistakes. And please let us know in the comments where you're chiming in from. And I am so glad you guys are here. We have haven't slept in years. See, you're not alone. And we have people from Georgia here. We have Seattle in the house. We are streaming across multiple platforms. Oh, wow. We have Dallas in the house. Good to see you. Get that football team back on track. Thanks. And if you're listening to this later on the audio only, just know that you can look these words up on YouTube, the ASL sign for, and then just plug in the word. Now, just a quick recap to understand that we are not alone and how to be resilient. We first need awareness. We need to realize we're not called to be all things to all people. And this is not about arriving. This is about becoming. What is this situation trying to teach me? What is this situation trying to teach me? I know it's not comfortable. It works. What is this situation trying to teach me? And to, uh, oh, hey guys. Yeah. Tulsa, Oklahoma in the house. Good to see you. And I don't have all the answers. What I do know is I know what works. And one of those strategies is daily affirmations. This is not the funny Saturday Night Live thing. These are our words matter. Our brain does not know if things are exactly as we are proclaiming them to be. One of my favorite affirmations and mantras is, "Hi, my name is Bren Harris. I founded Warrior Moms by Bren when I was," yes, I founded Warrior Moms by Bren when my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. I make $1 billion a year. That's $114,154 an hour, $38,000 every 20 minutes, and just almost $2,000 a minute. Now, when I get mad at someone cutting me off in traffic, is that worth almost $2,000 a minute to waste being mad at a stranger you're probably never going to see? See, you're not alone. We're all human. We all get triggered. We all get distracted. And distraction truly is the assassination of our calling because we're busy getting distracted. And one of my favorite stories from the Old Testament, I'm a firm believer that we can't do this life effectively without a higher power. And after David was anointed king, he went back to the shepherd's field. Not very glamorous. Then he goes to take lunch to his big brothers that are all king material. And one of them says, where are those few sheep you're tending? And then that's the moment where David declares, who are you to mock our God? And and he takes down Goliath. And that story has been passed down for centuries. If he had gotten distracted by the pesky older brother that was jealous because he was the one anointed king, would he have been able to beat Goliath that day? Would he have been able to step into his calling and walk in purpose? No, no. These things that are distracting us don't matter. Write it down. Now, let's go back to our awareness, like a half salute, acceptance, like you're receiving a gift, and then action is like you're climbing up something and you just do this. Awareness, acceptance, action. We need to be aware of distractions. We need to be accepting them. Oh, wow, that's a distraction. Now, if I'm not clicking on all cylinders and I'm not doing my daily affirmations, I'm not getting enough rest, I'm not doing my daily exercise, that's not going to work. We need to be habit stacking and prepared for greatness, because greatness doesn't arrive on a billboard or a flashy MTV thing or an award show. Greatness arrives in those still small moments where we choose to be disciplined and do the right thing, the next right thing, instead of doing what our flesh wants to do. Hear me. Doing the next right thing instead of what our flesh wants to do, especially during this time of politics and elections. Remember, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter It doesn't matter. The media is here to influence us and distract us from what we are called to do. We vote our conscience, what serves our family best, and we move on. We are setting ourselves up for success regardless of external factors. Hear me. We are setting ourselves up for success regardless of external factors. And then being resilient. This is our ASL sign for tonight. It's the letter B, B, and then like this, resilient, resilient, resilient. Yeah. And we are here to say, I'm stronger today than I was yesterday. Proverbs even tells us, fall 7, get up 8. Fall 7, hear me. Fall 7, get up 8. I don't always get it right. What I do know is when I am taking care of the temple with nutrition and rest and hydration, and I'm getting those daily affirmations in. And then this brings me to my next point is the 888. I'm breaking my day into 3 8-hour segments. That's 24 hours. How about that? 3 8 hours days in one day. And I am so glad you guys are here. Yes, thank you. And I'm so glad you're here. And we are here to say be resilient. And resilient, sort of some synonyms are, let me look at my notes: quick to recover, tenacity, believing in your end goal, regardless of circumstances, and strength. Because we are here to say, the right now and nasty, especially being a caregiver of a relative with a chronic illness, whether that's dementia, cancer, autism, whatever, or being in our zone of genius and helping others and they don't see their greatness. That can be very discouraging. And at Warrior Moms, we are committed to being a voice for the voiceless. No questions asked. Because my son with this diagnosed with a speech delay, he can't come home and tell me what happened at school. That's why we do charter school. This week, the teacher's out sick. We pivot. We pivot so that we are not getting distracted by things we can't control. And when we break our day into 888s, first 8 hours, second 8 hours, third 8 hours. Hey guys, good to see you. Florida in the house. We are here. We know we can control those 8 hours. Now, if we're tired, rest, but don't quit. Now, if you're getting value, please put value in the comments. If you're on the live, put an L. If you're on the replay, put an R. And yeah, that's how we do it here. We are always saying, hey, together we really are stronger. We really are stronger. In that first 8 hours, that's get up before everyone else. That is sacred time. Then we set our tone for the day and we write the plan and then we execute, because without execution, everything else is just fluff. You are not alone, especially if you are a caregiver for children, for chronic illness, for special needs. You are here for such a time as this. We're not about arriving, we're about becoming. And what is this trying to teach me? The next time you just want to complain about your situation, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? And again, together we really are stronger. And at Warrior Moms, we believe that you can be authentic, legendary, and unapologetically you. Warriors, unite.